Picasso famously said, "Good artists copy, but great artists steal." Which is funny because it's plagiarized from "Immature poets imitate, but mature poets steal" by author T.S. Eliot. And bro was really living that life. If you compare Picasso's paintings to traditional African sculpture, he completely ripped them off.
He copied my whole fucking flow! Word for word, bar for bar!
A lot of artists won't admit this, but we all steal to an extent. We sample, we remix, we trace, we meme, and pass it off as our own. The quote, "great artists steal," to me, it's not an excuse to straight up plagiarize. It's just a cheeky way of saying you shouldn't obsess with being 100% original at all times. It's a subtle difference, but to copy something is to make a cheap imitation. But to steal is to take something and make it your own. As long as you're bringing something new to the table, from your perspective, your stolen art has value in my eyes. I don't care what anyone says, nothing is original. Every piece of art or design choice is influenced by what came before it. Shit, I mean, the reason why I have blonde hair is because growing up, I was influenced by Chris Brown. And I'm just like any other art bro, I love Frank Ocean. It is August 2024 at the time of recording this video. And if you look at the Billboard Hot 100, Shaboozey's A Bar Song is topping the charts, with its main chorus being an interpolation of Jaquan's 2004 song, Tipsy. Now, the main drum beat to Tipsy is a sample of Queen's We Will Rock You. And We Will Rock You was written by Freddie Mercury in 1977 after witnessing a crowd stomp and clap during one of their concerts, to the tune of You'll Never Walk Alone from the musical Carousel, written in 1945. That's 4 layers deep of copying just for one chorus. When you peel back all the layers, human beings have been copying one another since the dawn of time. It's only through shared collective knowledge and borrowing bits and pieces from generations before us that we're able to create complex and layered pieces of art. Man, if I'm being completely candid here, my whole video style is a weird love child of like Casey Neistat, Sneeko, and Frank Yang. Doesn't matter how quirky or different or misunderstood you think you are, there's a TikTok out there that'll prove you've never had an original experience in your life. And while that phrase sounds like a huge exaggeration, there's truth to it. Human beings are for the most part largely the same. We all share 99.9% of the same DNA, and that even includes the outliers. The reason why art connects with us is because we've all felt the same feelings of joy and pain. The reason why love songs have been written throughout human history is because everyone's experienced the highs and lows of falling in love for the first time. Unless you're an incel, but even being an incel is not a unique experience. So I think this goal of striving for 100% originality is 1, impossible, and 2, shouldn't even be the goal to begin with. I think you should want to create something that people can relate to, and the best way to achieve that is by seeking inspiration in art that resonates with you. So where does the line begin where you're just straight up plagiarizing? Some of you might disagree here, but I generally have no issues with people copying. And I think it's one of the biggest obstacles that beginners have to get over. I think my journey as an artist was built off the back of copying others. For example, my drawing style is influenced by anime, my writing style from stand-up comedians, and my photography from artists I've just found on Pinterest. I don't feel bad about it, because even the big dogs do it. George Lucas made Star Wars from being inspired by the director Akira Kurosawa. Kill Bill is an ode to Bruce Lee. And even Salvador Dali, who everyone thinks is this out-of-the-box thinking surrealist dude, bro just went to the beach near his mum's house and painted what he saw. And it doesn't just stop at being inspired by artists before you. I think it's equally as important to remain inspired by your contemporaries. Artists like Kanye or Drake have been able to remain relevant and pushing the envelope since the 2000s because they've chosen not to be relics of their time. If they hadn't been open-minded to collaborating with Zoomers and cross-pollinating ideas, they'd literally be Bob. Where I draw the line at plagiarism is when you start taking someone else's bag, when you impact someone else's ability to make money by way of counterfeit or by tarnishing their brand identity with shitty craftsmanship. Make art that's true to your values, beliefs, and experiences. Focus on being authentic, not original, because you'll always find a crossover with other artists no matter what subject matter you approach. But when you put something authentic out in the world, other artists will resonate and bounce back ideas inspired by that. So in a way, it's a cycle. You take and then you give back, and someone else takes it and then gives it back to you. You're pushing forward and contributing to humanity's collective art consciousness. Or at the very least, you just end up on someone's Pinterest board. The more original you can be, the more impactful your art can be, obviously. Great art is all about asking the right questions, and if you present a set of ideas that haven't been done before, it'll be more memorable, it'll mean more, and to me, it's just more impressive. But don't get swept up in the concept that you have to be 100% original, because no one is. Like my boy Pablo said, good artists copy, but great artists steal. Thanks. Peace.